Last night I told you we were serving two search warrants. This morning at 5 o'clock we wrote an additional 2 search warrants and served 2 more. One on property belonging to Mr. Clark, and then the second one was on a vehicle belonging to Mr. Clark. That vehicle is now being processed by the Connecticut State Police. They're in the process of finishing up the processing of the building on Amistad. They're finishing up the water drains, those kind of things, and so they will be releasing that building probably in the morning, so that's completed. The issue still for us is 2 things, and that is to give justice to Annie Lee's family, and to bring the person who's responsible for this to justice and hold them accountable. We have approximately 250 seized items now. A large number of those will eventually have to all go through the lab. We're prioritizing those issues, and they're up at the lab now, and they're doing DNA as we speak. I could get the results in 30 minutes, or it could be hours. It's all up to the lab now. So they've been working on it. They're working on the lab staying open 24 hours a day, and they're working on that DNA. So that DNA could lead us someplace immediately, but it'll depend on what that DNA tells us. We're still interviewing a few additional people and doing some re-interviews, but the basis of the investigation now is really on the physical evidence. If we have one match on a person that we know was at that location, we will be going for an arrest warrant.
Is Mr. Clark still under surveillance? Is he still under surveillance, and are there?
We know where Mr. Clark is at all times.
There are other people you were looking at as persons of interest. Have any of them been put under this much scrutiny?
There has not been. We have other people that we know where they're at all the time.
Are you convinced that there's only one killer? Are you convinced that there's only one killer here?
That's all belief.